Welcome in, YouTube, to it's not even a part. Welcome into patch 7.4 MSQ for Final Fantasy XIV. My sleep schedule's all messed up. I have strep throat, and it is maybe an hour and a half after patch finally dropped. Not finally dropped, after patch dropped, but yeah, we're gonna hop in with MSQ, and I see that means I need to go to Solution 9. So as I teleport there, we will switch screens to this one. And we're going to the resolution to pick up our next quest. All right. We gotta talk to everyone first, see if anything's changed word-wise. Okay, that's all what they said at the end of the last patch. All right, Alfino. With the winds. And now we're gonna go straight into voice acting. That is the question.
Every day, more and more people regain their memories of their lost loved ones. No longer will beings like Calyx be able to manipulate their fear and ignorance as he once did. That being the case, Alice and I have come to a decision.
Uh-oh.
We will depart Taral in the coming days. Other nations must be informed about Alexandria, a necessary step to ensure lasting peace.
That seems fair, actually. That's really smart of them. They are the two that, like, do that as well, so.
Then, we shall return to Garlemald. Our experiences here should serve us well in the ongoing restoration efforts.
However, one pressing matter remains. Calyx's summoning ritual was tied to a concept of his own creation. Ascian involvement is assured, but we have yet to ascertain the extent of their influence on the Ninth.
I have done what I can to treat the enthralled and those still afflicted with Levin sickness. I may now devote my undivided attention to an investigation.
Let's go. Is Stola staying with us, or is she going somewhere else?
Then we shall leave this one in your capable hands.
Let's go.
Do let us know if you turn.
That makes me happy. She is my favorite Scion.
It's Erenville. My time in Tural is at an end, and so I'm headed to the harbor now. We'll meet again, of that I'm certain. Until then, I wish you safe travels.
Promise you'll look after yourself.
Words of caution from you, of all people. Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Sorry to interrupt, but I thought you'd like to know I've detained the fugitive. He promises to tell us before he sets sail, only to try and sneak aboard his boat with nary a hug goodbye. Cold bastard. But there's still time before they weigh anchor.
We can teleport there. We'll be there in a moment.
That boy. We should make for the harbor ere he wriggles free of Lamachi's grasp.
If we're heading the same way, we might join him on the ship. Good company is always welcome on a long voyage, is it not?
What? Now? I haven't finished packing.
Knowing you, the essentials are already accounted for.
That's true.
Fine, if we must. But you're helping pack the rest.
That's...
And I hope you've decided on a souvenir for Eunice.
I have several ideas as it happens.
Souvenir? I didn't catch who the souvenir was for.
Ever aligned in purpose. if not execution.
Lest you wonder, Kryl and I intend to remain here with Y'shtola.
That doesn't sound like Graha. That doesn't sound like Graha at all.
To continue our study of the key, naturally. By all accounts, Preservation's facility promises to yield some answers.
Shale has been conducting a more thorough examination. She may have insights to share. Then why not invite her along to see everyone off? Surely she'd want to be there too.
And I mean, I know Graha's voice actor has been doing like a lot more movies and stuff, but that was a little jarring. And I don't know, maybe it's the same voice actor. Maybe he just, I don't know, but it didn't sound like him. Shale in the back room, huh? That would be the Neon Stein. You heading to the back room? Of course I am. I gotta talk to Shale. We gotta solve this investigation about what's wrong with Graha's voice. I am told that Shale is the new leader of Oblivion. There is none better suited to carrying on Kafkiwa's and Geode's legacy. It comforts me to know that some of you will be staying. I would feel rather bereft should you all go at once. Feels like an age since we last met here. Eager as ever, our Alphino. I do hope he has thought this through, particularly where his sister's wrath is concerned. She may know full well that no amount of complaint will dissuade him, but that doesn't mean she won't still give him an earful. What news, Arilith? Can't imagine you brought an entourage along to simply say hello. Arinvel is leaving? Oh, and Alphino and Alize as well. That eager to be on their way, are they? I'll join you. I owe them thanks on behalf of Oblivion, after all. And there I thought you would protest against being parted from your work. While I am curious to see what emerges once every piece of the puzzle's in place, the majority of the files we've unearthed are encrypted. There's little else I can do until the computer's finished with them. Besides, unlike our friends, Containment Complex 1029 isn't going anywhere. In other words, we won't be getting any answers tonight. Afraid not. It's going to be a while yet. Then shall we depart for Tuliolol forthwith? Even Lamachi's strength has its limits. Without further delay then. Speak with Shale in the back room, and now to Tuliolol, where we will return first. I mean, this is actually pretty much the closest teleport, so might as well, right? Sprint. There's a lot of people over here. Kona and Galulja weren't able to make it, but both send their regards. Tuliolol is a delight to look upon. They hang patterned cloth where we might use neon, but the city feels no less bright. Wish we had some of this sea breeze inside the dome. We could perhaps simulate it, but there's no substitute for the real thing. Despite her protestations, I doubt Alice will keep us waiting long. What sort of tacos should I get on the way back, do you think? The aroma is too tantalizing to ignore. Wish you all would not make such a fuss. I'm not fond of emotional partings. At least Alfino and Alice were considerate enough to inform me of their plans in advance by link pearl. Some people we know would have burst out of a crate mid-voyage. In any event, I shall wait here until they finish their preparations. And while we wait for that, I'm going to lower the camera just a smidge.
There they are.
You look well. No lingering effects, then?
Ah, I'm hale as ever. And busy with work.
Ow, that finger crack hurt.
I imagine there's no shortage of affairs to put in order. Are Kona and Galulja faring well?
Kona is off to survey our nation and its peoples. He wants to consult with local representatives and hear their thoughts on our policies. And Galulja's really taken to his training. I feel like he's been spending more time with the Landsguard than me lately.
Standing here, I cannot help but remember the day of our arrival in Tuliolo. The rite of succession feels so long ago.
I mean, it was close to a year and a half ago, Alfino.
We knew not of what would happen between my father and Zorolja, nor of Alexandria and its queen. It was to aid a naive claimant that you came to Tural. But you've done so much more for me. For the entire nation of Tuliyollal. We owe you a greater debt than we can ever repay. But that doesn't mean we can't try. Whenever you need an ally, we'll stand with you.
Allow me to echo that sentiment. Not only were you kind to me when I awakened a stranger in my own land, you extended your grace to Alexandria again and again. And on behalf of myself and my people, thank you for curing the ailment that for centuries tormented us.
I'll look forward to our next visit. I'm sure we'll have exciting stories to share with one another.
Ever since I introduced you to Wuklamat, you've faced no end of hardships. Many of them her fault. Yet I feel no remorse, only gratitude. For without your aid, I would not have had the chance to say goodbye. Nor vowed to explore every corner of the world. To see what we haven't seen. Shall we?
Rest assured, upon arriving, we shall make it a priority to visit Tataru and assuage her myriad fears.
We haven't seen Tataru in so long I forgot all about her.
I expect the sight of you two will be a balm for her worry-laden heart.
Safe journey. And remember to enjoy it.
Give my regards to Oblivion. And thank you for all you did for my mother.
Come back soon!
Take care!
That was a proper send-off. Now, time to get back to it.
Duty ever calls for she who loves her realm.
Right. Though, if you need a break, you're always welcome to visit Ulijiola. I'll give you the grand tour.
Aww.
I guess they're really over. Your adventures in Tural. I'll remember our time together for the rest of my days.
Me too, Wuklamot. Me too.
Aha! Power resolve spotted!
The Landsguard is looking for you. It's sparring time.
Oh, good thing you're here then. Can't miss that.
So
That's
let's
adorable.
go already. Everyone's waiting to see the vow resolve in action.
Sorry, I have to go. Till next time.
And then there's all of us doing our slow walk, because we have to have that epic scene every time.
And thus do they take to the winds.
To follow their own paths and their hearts, as they should.
Into the mist. Yeah. It is loud here. There's a lot of people. Kryl! In a second. Shale! I'm glad I got the chance to see him off. Kafka would be glad too. For our many meetings and partings, we have few enough opportunities to properly say our farewells. It was pleasant to take the time for it. Though I delight in companionship, solo journeys too have their appeal, and travel by sea is relaxing. Nope, Sphene. With Alice and Alphino spreading word of Alexandria, we shall soon have the chance to establish relations with other nations. I must make ready to treat with their leaders. Now it is our turn to take the next step. The question is in what direction, and that is a matter I should like to discuss with you. Okay. Arnville has been added to the Unending Codex, so is Wuklamat, Kona, Zeralja, and Galulja. Through the Thunder. If I may, I think it prudent to discuss our future plans elsewhere. We are liable to hinder the dock workers here if we linger. Perhaps the beach would be a more appropriate venue. Perhaps it may, but there's gonna be a lot of people. Oh, I can't. Oh no! Oh no, everyone's DCing! Look at all those little red circles! I won't be surprised if I DC then.
Tis truly a beautiful place to roll.
An endless ocean and ever-changing sky. First time I saw...
There it is. There's the DC. Alright, YouTube, we will be right back. Alright, and we're mostly back.
An endless ocean and ever-changing sky. First time I saw them, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like I was walking among images from our oldest records. And beyond that horizon are more lands and more people. That one I still struggle to imagine.
We ourselves hail from beyond that horizon, in fact. Rather, most of us do. I merely thought I did. Oh, that's right. I can only imagine how it must have felt to learn you're a native of our world.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
The fact that I wasn't born in the land where I've spent most of my life has taken time to sink in. 'Twas not until I met my parents in living memory that the truth of my origin began to feel real. Your experience is not unlike mine.
That's true, there is some parallels there.
The realm everyone spoke of sounded nothing like my own. I had to walk its streets, live and breathe it, before I could accept and embrace my new reality. And for me to embrace mine, I need to learn more about my people, the Milala. We should come upon more information in the course of studying the key, but as Shale's investigation of the containment complex is still ongoing, would you mind if we sought a different avenue of inquiry into the history of the Ninth?
Sure.
I have no objection. What we learn will deepen our understanding of the broader picture.
Agreed. My curiosity extends well beyond our duty to assess Ascian influence.
If it is knowledge of the Ninth's past you seek, I have an idea where to begin.
Ooh.
Alexandria was originally part of a landmass known as the Mist Continent.
That's what it means by into the mist.
This continent had been left in ruins in the wake of the storm surge, with Alexandria the sole nation to survive the devastation. The calamity of lightning that ravaged the world.
Aye. Per the sources we recovered from the Underkeep, though the conflict between nations was destructive in its own right, 'twas Levin that dealt the final blow.
No place was spared its fury, and all was chaos in the castle town. We tried to evacuate the people in airships, Otis, the knights and I, but we couldn't save everyone.
Yeah, we saw that in the cutscenes for the Alexandria dungeon.
Those who survived gathered within the barrier, and we took in as many foreign refugees as we could. Yet, despite the dangerous environment, our system showed that there were some few souls who ventured outside the barrier, into the lands beyond. Beyond? But we thought that was impossible. I was under the impression the star was scoured of life, that man could not survive outside the barrier.
Going by the records, the storm surge extended to every corner of the world. Nothing and nowhere was spared. If anyone did survive out there, it would have been an unimaginable trial.
And yet, those people must have been going somewhere. What if there was a refuge? A place that weathered the storm surge and rebuilt over the intervening 4 centuries?
I mean, that's essentially what the Crystarium almost did.
Given Alexandria's displacement to the source, we had neither cause nor opportunity to survey the remainder of the continent.
Living memory remains physically in the 9th. If we seek a means of egress, other than the portal connecting it to Alexandria, perhaps it might lead us to the Mist Continent. Living memory was not transported here despite being a top Everkeep, in which case, it may have been a physically independent space all along.
Meaning?
And we're disconnected again, all in the same cutscene. Oh, we'll be right back, YouTube. All right, and I think we're back again, YouTube. Here, we'll find out.
Meaning? Another point of egress could well exist.
And if it does, someone has to be maintaining it. The mechanical soldiers, for instance.
Shall we have a chat with them and see what they know? If it please your majesty.
Agreed, if it seems like an excellent idea, Sphene.
Will you accompany us? If we do land upon the Mist Continent, I would feel much more assured with you at our side.
Look at it turning daytime in the middle of the cutscene. I wouldn't miss it for 2 worlds.
I thought as much. Into the great unknown we go then.
Woo! Let's get out of this cutscene so if we get DC'd again... All right. I am currently holding one of my twins, so my webcam will not be back for a little bit, but let's see what everyone has to say. Between the Asians, the Ki, and the Milala, there is much to be learned. Surely we can turn up a clue to one mystery or another. Outside of Alexandria, our knowledge of the Ninth is limited to the storm surge and passing mentions of Lindblom. That being the case, a foray across the Mist Continent would be an invaluable opportunity for discovery. Once conditions deteriorate past a certain point, an environment becomes anathema to life, yet man is a resilient creature. There is a way to survive, then he will surely find it. The mechanical soldiers won't hesitate to answer their queen. Let us hope they have useful information. Now that's settled, I'd best be off. I still need to check for decryption errors periodically, so I can only step away for so long. With luck, I'll have plenty to share the next time we meet. Until then, let the rest of us make ready for a potential foray and meet at Laynode Minimo. to Laynode Minimo. Sphene has found us a suitable source of information, sparing you that duty for once. Though my mind knows better, I still feel uncomfortable around these mechanical soldiers. This atmosphere is certainly less grim than when last I visited. Welcome to Living Memory, ally to Her Majesty. How may I help you? Nope. This clerk has made itself available to answer our questions. Clerk PX0093. If one wished to descend to the surface from here, how would they typically do so? Living Memory is currently detached from Everkeep and is operating independently while supported by its aerial suspension systems. Thus, both lift and Laynode-based transit is currently unavailable. I apologize for the inconvenience. Despite its ability to remain aloft, perhaps Living Memory was never intended to function in this state indefinitely. If so, we're out of luck. Not necessarily. Lifts and Laynodes were likely the preferred modes of transportation, but that does not preclude the existence of others. In the event of an emergency, how would we evacuate this facility? Consulting emergency systems. Living Memory's airship remains prepared to deploy should evacuation be necessary. Would Your Majesty like to appropriate it? An airship? Yes, please, as soon as is possible. With Your Majesty's authorization, the vessel can be ready for launch without delay. Allow me a moment to execute the bypass protocols. Though I am nervous about what we might find below, I'm glad we found the means to get there. As Queen, I must bear witness to the truth, however terrible. As I thought, now what awaits us below, I wonder. With an airship, a large number of Alexandrians could be evacuated at once, regardless of the situation below. An excellent contingency. It never occurred to me that there might be an airship here. How fortuitous! Safety tests have been successfully completed, setting the Gate of Remembrance as initial destination. Vessel is en route. Look at it, it's a nice looking ship. Is that my ship? It was purpose-built for Living Memory, however it was modeled after the vessel Your Majesty used during the Storm Surge era. A replica. Still, it does me good to see it. I will deploy the gangway for boarding. This way, please. In order to reach the surface, we must pass through the storm clouds. I advise you to brace for turbulence. That's the sound of turbulence. Interesting. Oh, it's those going off. The ward Alice gave me is reacting. Though not to the extent of the 13th, the etheric imbalance here is severe indeed. It does serve to impress upon one the marvel of the barrier. The lightning in Heritage found is tame by comparison. A land where Levin reigns. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, let's talk to everyone and see what happens. The warding scale is truly a godsend for those of us without the blessing of light. Remind me to send my profuse thanks to Vitra and the Hannish alchemists once more. Yep, those are back from, what's it called? Yep. Endwalker. The state of this reflection's ether is more dire than we anticipated. I should be surprised if the Ascians had no hand in the war that wrought this. That crater was once Alexandria. A sobering sight, to say the least, but I shan't turn back now that we've come this far. Beyond the mountains. There are no structures, nor any other sign of survivors that I can see. I suspect the crater made this area unsuitable for habitation due to the increased risk of flooding. Then we should look further afield. In which direction do you think we might find a settlement? If we're at the edge of Alexandrian territory now, the closest city would be Trino, should it survive. As a city-state built on a harbor, it was a nexus of trade, and it remained neutral throughout the war. We Alexandrians always felt fortunate to have it in our neighborhood, so to speak. Not unlike our Radzet Han. Ah, yes. Alfino has spoken of Radzet Han before. It's near the South Sea Isles, the Malala homeland, correct? Funnily enough, it was also Trino where the Malala first found a home in our world. Truly? Yes, and though the Malala population elsewhere grew, most continued to feel a strong connection to the city. I'd like to think that some remain there to this day. Clerk PX0093, is this ship capable of taking us to Trino? I shall run a flight simulation for the route to Trino. One moment. Simulation complete. There is near 100% probability that the ship would suffer catastrophic mechanical failure prior to arrival due to ambient lightning. My apologies. Oh. Well, thank you for checking. If we cannot fly, then we shall have to walk. Trino lies beyond the mountains, but there should be routes that spare us having to climb. That cave system, for instance, assuming it hasn't collapsed. Let's try there first. Sounds to me like we have our first dungeon. Not really, but it'd be great if it was. Meow, 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 meow. Of late, I've spent much of my time hunched over reports. A brisk trek across the wasteland shall make for a refreshing change of pace. Eager though I am to seek new discoveries, the prospect of walking in circles for days on end does not appeal. We are fortunate to have Sphene. This tunnel appears intact. I meant to talk to Kryl. But we have no way of knowing what it's like further in. Mind you, stay alert for beasts as well. Given the barren surrounds, they're surely ravenous. Oh, it is the dungeon. Let's do this. With a party of other players. Mistwake. Shouldn't take more than 5 minutes to get us in. What's the average item level for this duty? 735. What am I sitting at? 752? Meh. We'll be fine. Let me pop my food. Ba-da-bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba-da-bum, 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 ba-da-ba-da-dum. Alright, YouTube, I'll bring you back once we get into the duty. Alright, YouTube, and we're back. We'll get to try out new Gunbreaker because they changed my class up some. Stands up and I have food. All right. Okay. Okay, Bloodfest coming off of cooldown every minute is actually pretty freaking nice. Because that's what, like, marked our 1 and 2 minute bursts. Was whether or not Bloodfest was coming off cooldown. Trino Katoblapos. Oh, I bet you that was something we didn't want. Uh-oh. I don't think we wanted to break that rock either. Okay, my Bloodfest has drifted so badly, though. And like, I don't think we want that. Like, I don't think that's ideal. Okay. That was a fun fight. I think I like how like there's like a actual like area resource management. Because like you probably don't want to destroy all of the what is this dome? You probably don't want to destroy all the rocks because you need them to do mechanics. Oh, perfect. We got the Chonky Boy targeted. All right. Whew. That was a little dicey. I was running out of mitigations because I used one too early. in the last pool. What is... Oh, this thing looks cool. And everyone's here? Perfect. Ooh. Hey, look at that. I got that correct on luck. Gotta love when you have happy little accidents like that. Bio 2 is probably a big raid wide. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Got you. I got you. Oh, I didn't get it off on him in time. I tried throwing my little personal mitigation on him. Everyone up front. So now my question is, do we save all of our Gnashing Fang combos for our burst phase? Trino citizens? No matter how many come, we fight hand in hand. I'm gonna let someone else grab the treasure chest. I don't mind. I screwed that one up. So the Mistwake spirits are annoying. I ate that. I ate that ability. What is this? Survivor of Storms, Thundergust Griffin. Its neck looks like it hurts so much. Like, my goodness. Alright, let's see how many people get this. All 4 of us are brand new to this. Let's go. Oh, okay. Ah! Bring you back to mid. Okay, now what's gonna happen with that? I didn't get that mitigation off in time. And there it is. GG all. Final Fantasy IX music. do, 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 do. Oh, I need to accommodate someone before they leave. Ah! Double player accommodation. I'll take it. I will take it. All right, let's see what kind of cutscenes we got here. And are they going to be voice acted?
The perimeter is clear. Good work, everyone. And a big thank you to our helpers, whoever you are. Now, we have a tiny bit of clearing up ahead of us. You know what to do.
Our helpers, were we being watched?
So the city endures, and it is in much better shape than expected.
Impressive, considering the destruction without. The people here must have gone to great lengths to maintain all of this.
Their barrier resembles that of Alexandria, though it is smaller in scale. And not quite as effective, if the breach we witnessed is any indication. I fear such incidents may be common here.
Thunderous heavens! It's been years since we've had visitors.
Bunch of Malalas.
I am Miaili, the mayor of Treno. Allow me to welcome you to our city. And thank you for the assistance with our little monster problem just now. Might I ask your name, miss? Though I have an inkling I know it already.
Yeah, you just might.
But of course, I am Sphene of Alexandria.
As I thought. It truly beggars belief. I once heard the strangest of reports from one of ours who went to Alexandria, you see. That despite the intervening years, the Queen had not aged a day. And sure enough, I'd swear, you'd stepped out of an old oil portrait mere moments ago. You must forgive me if this takes some getting used to. It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I look forward to hearing the tale from your own lips. I imagine it won't be an easy one to tell. But please.
Do you think we're gonna
What
find some of
happened
Cryo's like
to
long lost
Alexandria?
cousins here?
I see. From your perspective, it must have looked as though we were wiped from the face of the star.
One day, we lost all contact with our people in Alexandria. Scouting parties sent to investigate reported that not only the barrier, but Alexandria itself was gone. Nary a stone to mark where it had stood.
What you must have gone through, not knowing what became of us. But know that Alexandria yet survives, albeit in a distant land. Her and her people. I can tell you the whole tale from beginning to end, but first, might I ask your permission to remain in Treno for a time?
Of course you can. You and your companions have already done us a great service, and are more than welcome to enjoy our hospitality. Now, how about we continue this at Town Hall? We needn't keep standing in the middle of the street.
I shall join them. Even with the precautions we've taken, it remains to be seen if Sven's condition will remain stable. I suspect, however, that the rest of you would rather be out and about. Consider this my blessing.
In light of our purpose here, the tour of the city is indeed in order.
I presume you have no objection?
No. I would love to tour the city.
With your permission, then. But before we go, allow me to introduce myself as well. I am Cryo, and I hope to learn more of this city and its people. Would it offend if we were to ask a few questions? Perhaps as we work alongside you, aiding you in whatever ways you may require.
You needn't fret. Treno folk are as friendly as they come. As for aid, if you're willing, you might speak with my grandson Lummel. That was his voice you heard earlier. You'll find him serving herbal remedies to the others.
Thank you for your guidance. We shall seek him out first.
Lummel is either going to be a love interest or a cousin. All right. All right, let's talk to a Pep. Town Hall is pretty impressive, isn't it? I bet you didn't guess that the mayor actually lives there. These days, Miali also has us using it as an emergency shelter, but the history books say it was originally an auction house. I reckon that's why it's so fancy. I reckon you're probably right. Thunderous heavens, I needed that. This is the side that has like a little point, so... These ones are coming along beautifully. Oi me. Are you enjoying the flowers? What we plant is what doesn't always bloom, but I think lifting everyone's spirits is more than worth the effort to find the seeds that do. Nevertheless, I'm relieved these weren't trampled by the beasts. It took ages to get to looking this healthy, or something. I pressed the button too fast is what I did. That must be Lamul. Heavens, I can smell the herbal aroma from here. Why, if it isn't our new friends! Thanks again for making short work of our foes. If you've gone to the trouble of seeking me out, I can only assume it's for good reason. I meant to talk to Graha, but we forgot to do that. It's fine. You want to help me? Odd, but I'll consider it. Before anything else, though, I must insist you drink our signature remedy, Sleepless Rhapsody. Everyone's a fan. You may find it the teensiest touch too sour for your tastes, but it'll set you all right. Just sip it down your throat. Surely we can survive a simple beverage. Surely. Alright, let's target him and drink the beverage.
Well, what do you think? It's a traditional Malala recipe.
Refreshing. Shower. Delicious. I'm gonna go with refreshing.
That means it's working.
I'm put in mind of the gelatin I had at the studium. Nutritious, they assured me.
I can relate all too well. It's not unlike the Cert leader used to make. Black as pitch and sour as sin. Though, there's no better cure for fatigue.
You know, Raha, going to bed at a reasonable hour would be the best cure. Oh, that's... I do feel shockingly refreshed.
Nice.
Perhaps it stimulates the body's ability to process ether and hastens regenerative functions.
Indeed, it does. It also counteracts some of the effects of excess lightning, and helps to calm the nerves besides.
Which is why you serve it whenever there's a breach in the barrier.
Makes sense.
Our Malala ancestors came from the lushest of lands, so they developed all sorts of natural remedies. We strive to carry on their traditions. And I'm sure you see why. Really hits the spot, doesn't it?
He gives off a Digimon main character vibes. It's the goggles.
Now, welcome to Treno.
All right. Given its ability to counteract lightning's influence on the body, that remedy could be of use to the people of Alexandria as well. I'm certain Lemul would be more than happy to offer it to him. I see how drinking that would be unifying, and it is impressive that they have maintained the tradition here, so far from the Malala's native lands. I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? Well, I'm Lemul. That was me announcing our victory earlier, and since Grandmother sent you to help with repairs, you'll know I'm her grandson. I'm in charge of resolving any problems the people of Treno may have. My favorite kinds of work include taste-testing menu items, carrying medium-sized objects, and searching for lost possessions of immense value. Oh, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Let's grab Quick Tongue. Quick Arm. Alright, they say the same thing. Okay. Oh yes, the repairs. Are you certain you want to be put to work? If you've come all the way out to visit us, you have had more important things in mind, and you've words are hard. And you've already helped protect the city. Actually, our goal was to ascertain the present state of the Mist Continent. The whole continent? Did you come from across the sea? Not exactly. We've actually come from Alexandria. Why does Cryle look tired? Alexandria? Are you quite sure? No, sorry, of course you're sure. Would be rude of me to doubt you. It's It's not every day that we get visitors, let alone from a nation that up and vanished. I know that it must come as something of a shock, but this is our first time in Trino, and we would like to get to know the city and its people. That is why we proposed lending a hand to those in need. I see. In that case, why don't you help distribute this remedy to the rest of our people? Ordinarily, everyone would have already come for a cup, but the fiends made quite a mess this time. Might be a while before some can step away from their work. Never fear though, even if their hands are busy, they'll be more than happy to spare a few words for fascinating folks from afar. We would appreciate that. Thank you, Lamul. You're the ones doing me a favor, honestly. Here, take this batch. I'll deliver some to Town Hall so you can attend to areas you haven't seen yet. Like Miali, Lamul seemed to be taken aback by the mention of Alexandria. Perhaps they had friends or loved ones who disappeared along with it. If we split up, we can spend more time speaking with locals while ensuring everyone receives the remedy promptly. Could you each take a portion? Of course, I haven't had my fill on conversation yet. I too should be glad to dole out a few servings. Wonderful, let me divide this up. Arilith, why don't you make rounds of the southern part of the city? Raha and I shall tend to the north. Right, let's go and acquire some insight. Alright. Let's talk to Oseo. Apologies. No, I don't know you. Hello, please don't be offended, but this part of the street is off limits. Not only to you, of course, it's just that there's a lot of damage and it's dangerous for anyone to pass at the moment. In general, you should probably stay away from any of the streets that are in need of repair. It's just a suggestion, but please do. Okay, buddy. Dauntless Laborer. You must be one of those visitors Lamul mentioned. Odd place to be visiting, though. Oh, you came to deliver the remedy. Thank you kindly. I was hauling beast carcasses in for processing and copped a good dose of discharged energy for my troubles. It brought on Levin sickness something fierce. Still, we don't go hunting outside the barrier, so we don't want to waste any part of the creatures that we find their way in. Pelts that are highly charged with lightning ether are the most valuable. Of course, tan them with the right stuff and you can turn them into protective clothing that keeps you from getting zapped. The beasts you felled will all be put to good use. Thanks again. Reflective Fighter. You're that mighty monster slayer I saw earlier. It's an honor. And you've brought Sleepless Rhapsody. Bless you, I'm dead on my feet after that battle. We don't usually have that many beasts breaking through at once. Practice keeps one's skills sharp though, so in a way I'm glad for it, and I learned a thing or two from watching you. Oh, I can hardly wait to get to work on my grimoire. I have a number of ideas for improved geometries. The thoughtful application of new learning is what keeps our ancestors' magic alive and flourishing. There's a fresh face if I ever saw one. What's that in your hand? Oh, don't mind if I do. Safety inspections take priority, but the battle doesn't feel over until I've had a cup of Sleepless Rhapsody. I'm proud to say that I have some small part in preparing it too. These herbs come from my very own growery. One of the greatest discoveries of our time is that seeds carried in by invading creatures can be cultivated into remarkable plants. Plants with the potential to mitigate the lightning's effects. And with as many hides as we have this time, not to mention stomachs, it's entirely possible we'll find new varieties of herbs among our harvest. Raha. Finished with your supply of remedy as well, have you? I expect the scent will linger on our clothing for days. Between the three of us, we ought to have covered every area aside from Lemul's. One of the people I spoke with asked me to pass something along to him, but he hasn't returned yet. In the meantime, shall we discuss what we've learned? We shall.
Fascinating. I appreciate your thoroughness in recounting the details. I too learned much, as I helped to treat the injured's wounds. The Malala's curative magics appear identical to Spheen's. This means that either her tutor was a Malala as well, or that the art had spread all throughout the Ninth. Then there are the symbols and tomes, which are highly reminiscent of Arcanima. If these elements indeed originated with the arcane geometries of the South Sea Isles, as in the source, 'tis curious that they have developed in so similar a manner on this shard.
Mind you don't share that with any other graduates of the Faculty of the Arcane, lest they beat you to publication.
Did you learn aught of note, Raha?
I spoke with one of Treno's storekeepers about how they obtain their supplies. Though they are few and far between, other settlements yet exist on the Mist Continent, with a rail system facilitating the flow of goods between them.
Ooh, that's pretty interesting. It's probably when we fight Doomtrain.
Barrier breaches trigger an emergency failsafe on the main line, so the train is presently stopped at a midway point until operations can resume. There are also maritime routes, but they see only occasional use. Often, as now, Treno must make do with what is to hand.
In addition to this constant state of scarcity, much of Treno's populace suffers from Levin sickness, not to mention the frequent attacks on the city and the resulting casualties. Yet everyone we've spoken with seems undaunted by these hardships. They are not only surviving, they are happy in spite of it all.
Where there is life, there is hope. And when one believes in a better future, a tomorrow even the slightest bit brighter than today, there is naught to be done but build it. Until, stone by stone, the city rises.
A noble city with noble purpose.
Oh no! Lemul!
Is aught the matter, Lowell?
I think I've dropped something and now I can't find it anywhere. I'm doomed.
Like a train?
Oh, is it this by chance? While I was distributing the remedy, I was asked to pass it along to you.
Yes! That's it! Yes! I'm not doomed.
Is that a tracking device?
You've a keen eye for technology. This thing picks up on the ether of the creatures that get through the barrier.
That explains how you knew when they'd been vanquished.
Exactly. It shouldn't show anything now, but I can switch it on like so.
Nothing. Oh no!
No, she's going to kill me! Say, how'd you like to meet my sister Ayane? She's an electrope engineer, so she knows all sorts of interesting stuff.
Ayane.
I take it she also built that device.
Oh yes, that's my sister. She's a genius. Everyone says so. And she won't kill me in front of other people. Probably. I mean, wouldn't it be interesting to watch her work? Maybe you can even help. It'd be, you know, edifying?
Sure.
Please, I beg you. Please.
I suppose that's that then.
All right. If Trina's barrier is similar in design to Alexandria's, should we assume that electrope technology is standard here as well? One wonders how fearsome this Ayane truly is. At the moment, Ayane should be waiting just past that park. Let's be off before anyone changes their mind. I have materia to extract. Alright, let's throw that in my bag real quick. Whenever we meet an engineer with from some distant land, I can't help but wish to introduce them to our friends at the Ironworks. Such a firestorm of questions there would be. Lamul is sweating rather profusely. Breathe in, breathe out. She better be voice acted, otherwise I'm gonna be annoyed.
Ah, our visitors. Thanks for lending a hand earlier, but what brings you here? Lamul, what did you do?
You know that, advanced monster tracking, what's it? It may be a teeny tiny bit,
You broke it again?
Oh, she angry.
How many times must I tell you that we're running low on electrope? I'm an engineer, not a bloody miracle worker.
Interesting.
I beg your forgiveness. I'm on my knees and everything, see? And since we have guests, can't you let it slide? Just this once?
He dragged you here just so I wouldn't tan his hide, didn't he?
He did.
You'd never believe he's the elder sibling. I'm so sorry.
Please, don't be. We're glad for the opportunity to meet you. And Lummel mentioned that you might have some work we could assist with.
There are guests, Lummel, not servants. Must we have the manners talk again?
Please don't misunderstand. We asked to help, that we might learn what life is like in Treno. And with your expertise, we also hoped you could tell us more of how the city utilizes Electrope.
If that's the way of it, then I'd be happy to share what I know.
When you spoke earlier, it sounded as if Treno had little Electrope to spare. It's difficult to procure, I take it.
We never have as much as we need. And much of what we do have is repurposed. You'll find me digging through the scrap heap whenever some vital device or another breaks down. Repairing that old barrier should be our highest priority. But we just don't have enough Electrope on hand to do a proper job.
And the longer we go without access to the mine, the worse it'll get. If only we could scare those beasts away.
Did we not pass through a mine on the way here?
Indeed, and it should be clear of hazards now. And took care of the beasts and indeed, and it should be clear of hazards by now.
You got rid of them? Just like that?
Yeah, it wasn't that hard, buddy.
So, the mine is safe for mining again?
Yes.
Hooray!
Leave the mining to your big brother. All you have to do is fix the tracker.
Yes, very well. If you go, do be careful. And once you get the machinery up and running, make sure to send some Electrope over to the barrier service station.
Though we've cleared the mine, there is no telling what else waits outside the barrier. Shall I accompany you?
I'm so glad you asked. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do if I'd had to go alone.
As we did pass through but recently, I expect Raha can keep him safe without our help. In the meantime, shall we assist Ayane with her repair work?
Yes. Alright, let's help Ayane. Bring the webcam back. Talk to Kryl. They put one in mind of another pair of siblings we know, don't they? Yeah, they kind of do, actually. They kind of do. I entirely forgot to ask your names. Do forgive me. I am Kryl, and this is Arilith. A company in Lamul is Grahatia, our own technology enthusiast. It's lovely to meet you. It feels strange putting you to work, but I'd be lying if I said I don't need the help. In the wake of an event like this, I presume a great deal of labor is required to restore everything to working order. The volume of fixes that need making is one matter, but I could handle it if it weren't for these legs of mine. The paralysis flares up at the worst times, I swear. I can manage a bit of shuffling from one station to the other on a good day, but I usually leave racing around the city to my brother. With him off to the mine though, someone else needs to take care of the lightning sprites. They're drawn to the discharged ether of slain creatures. I'd offer you the detector to make tracking them down easier, but seeing as Lemul has managed to break it yet again... I do have this though. Toss some at a sprite and you can suppress its ability to sense nearby ether. This usually gets them wandering out of the city toward a more fertile ground. So we don't even have to fight them? Gosh, what good am I? So we needn't fight them? We find it safer not to. When threatened, they'll siphon energy from facilities we need to keep our medical services running, or emit bursts that overload nearby systems. For the same reason, I recommend you stick to thoroughfares that would allow you to spot them well in advance. I would hate for you to be injured while helping us. I'm fine. Understood. We'll want to split up again to cover more ground. Are you ready to go? Iane. I appreciate the help. I'll be here working on the detector while you're away. And we sprint. And we're sprinting. And we're sprinting. Though you scan the area thoroughly, you see no lightning sprites. Though you scan the area thoroughly, you see no lightning sprites. Though you scan the area thoroughly, this time we see lightning sprites. Look at it just shuffling away. Oh, there's two of them. The time to test your tossing arm has arrived. There's one. Two. Three. And now we run back. Bum 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 ba da 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 bum 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 ba da 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 bum 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 bum. Boy me. Alright, Iane, here you go. You're back! Were there many sprites? There were 3 that I counted. I don't know how many Cryo got. Just a handful on your route then. Could be worse. Still, it's important to keep the city free of them. We're much obliged. In her heart. Cryo has taken a while. Being new to the city, if something were to happen, she wouldn't know where to go for help. Would you check on her? She started off in the direction of Town Hall. Alright, Cryo. Where are you? Affable local. There are several diminutive folk about, but none appear to be Cryo. Perhaps one of them spotted her passing, though. Speak with the affable local. You're looking a mite lost there, lass. Aught I can help with? Have you seen a woman in a yellow hood? I presume you mean Cryle. Had a grand old chat with her earlier. Not to mention she saved my hide. Can't believe I missed that lightning sprite till it was right on top of me. It's thanks to her that I got out unscathed. Bit awkward striking up a conversation after that, and it'd been a while since I talked to anyone I haven't known my whole life. She's a kind lass, good at putting folks at ease like Well, I quite enjoyed telling her about the city. When we were done chatting, she went off towards the canal. Had a touch of melancholy about her though, and I wasn't sure why. Didn't think it was something I said, but I knew that if it was, saying more wouldn't help, so I let her go. I reckon she'd welcome the company of a good friend right now. I reckon you're right. Do do da ba do da bum bum bum. Bum bum ba da dum bum 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 bum. All right, Cryle. It's going to be voice acted.
Ah, were you looking for me? I only intended to sit down for a moment, but I must have lost track of time.
It's okay, Cryle. You're meeting a lot of people you might be related to.
Will you lend me your ear?
Sure. You can talk my ear off.
The Source and the Ninth. Someday I will have to decide which one to call home. The thought has lingered like a storm cloud in my mind. I've tried to ignore it, remind myself that we have more important matters to contend with. But I cannot keep drifting between these worlds forever. When I first learned the truth of my past, I assumed it would have no bearing on my future. The Source was my home, and the students of Baldessian my purpose. But after meeting my parents, it struck me that to simply choose the Source would be to abandon them. And not only them, but a home I could have loved, had my life gone as it should have. That is why I had to learn more of this place, and the me I could have been.
And now that you have,
I feel even less certain than before. Though we are strangers to them, these people have welcomed us as if we are their own. It's like speaking with old friends. And knowing now the challenges they face, what would it say about me if I just left them behind and returned to the Source?
this is fair.
Is that who I am? Who I was meant to be? Or is this where I belong?
Thank you for listening. I am a little less afraid to face the answer now, whatever it may be. When I find it, I hope you'll be there. But we've kept Iane waiting long enough. Let's hurry back. Trifling though it was, I feel that the work we've done has helped me gain a better understanding of Trino. The countless small actions taken by myriad people every day are what make a place what it is, after all. I'm glad you're both back safe and sound. Now we can relax until my brother does the same. With your friend escorting him, he can't get himself into too much trouble. Unless he tumbles down the stairs into town again, I suppose. I wonder how far away we are from the trial.
That reminds me. The structures near the barrier all seem to be designed for Milala. Is there a reason that those in the center of the city are so much larger?
Oh yes. The center is the oldest part of Treno, built by the Hewn and the Eldite before the Milala came.
So Treno predates the Milala's arrival?
The mayor at the time was kind enough to take our ancestors in, and gave them leave to establish their own residential quarter.
Yet I have seen naught but Milala since we came to the city. Where did the other peoples go?
Alexandria. In the closing days of the storm surge, when death and destruction were everywhere, they believed it would be safer. Treno didn't have a barrier at first, you see. But one of our industrious brethren had served as tutor in the royal household, and returned to us with knowledge of the barrier's design. It's thanks to him that the city survives to this day.
Nice.
Might I ask a more personal question? We previously uncovered some records pertaining to the Milala's past. In them, it was written that the Milala left their paradise of eternal summer when a great calamity froze their isles. Understandably, all were not content to leave their homeland behind. Some attempted to return using the same power that had brought them here, but they found the way closed to them. Never again has the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Tell me, were that golden path to open once more, and you were to find the Milala homeland restored to its former glory, would you go back?
I'd certainly like to see that paradise of eternal summer for myself. Who wouldn't? But it wouldn't be going back. After all, my one and only home is here.
Interesting, Gryle.
Treno, this run-down, beat-up, beautiful city.
You truly love it, don't you?
Do you know what the speaker said when the Milala came to this place? O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. We never forgot those words. Not my ancestors, nor my grandmother, nor my brother and me. That boundless optimism, that communal spirit, that is Treno. No matter what comes or how hard it gets, we'll choose joy over fear and stand together. There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Nowhere else you'd rather be. Perhaps it really is as simple as listening to your heart.
Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at this. Grandmother used to tell us stories of the Malala homeland all the time. It was the part where the ocean froze over that always fascinated me the most. The vast open sea turned to ice? Imagine! Alright. I have to go be a dad now for a little while, YouTube, so I'm gonna pause the recording and I'll be like I'm back in just 1 second. Alright, kiddos are taken care of. I got a coffee for the morning, and we are ready to get back into this. Oh, dang it. That's what I get for clicking. Earlier you said something about your brother. Conversely, I hadn't expected to see the two of you again so soon. I take it Miali's curiosity is sated? For the moment. I gave her a brief account of the situation in Alexandria, as well as events involving the key. She was most interested in the latter. In fact, it seems she knew of the relic long before we did, and wishes to discuss it with everyone. Would you be able to join us? Absolutely. Let's hear the tale straight from her. I would love to go straight away, but we are awaiting Raha's return. As we speak, Miali herself is making her rounds through the city. We have time. Alright, let's talk to everyone. I have a mind to re-establish diplomatic relations with Trino, but it goes without saying that there are logistical challenges given our respective locations. The least of these is that any travel would require passage through Tyrol. To begin with, I shall have to consult with Gosan and the Vow of Resolve. I wasn't certain if we should divulge any information concerning the key, but Alexandria's present location is difficult to explain without mentioning it. Fortunately, it turned out for the best. If the Malala arrived in Trino immediately after fleeing the source, I can understand how its mayor might be privy to the knowledge of the key, particularly when that mayor is a Malala herself. Alexandria! The kingdom past the mountains! The one that vanished! I had wondered where you lot came from, but that wasn't my first guess, or my fifth for that matter. Voice acting?
We're back! The mine is in working order, I'm pleased to say. Electrope is being delivered for the barrier even as we speak.
Woo!
Have you two finished regaling the mayor?
We have. Though she has her own story to tell. Of the key, in fact. We thought you might like to join us at the...
Uh-oh.
This is an evacuation alert.
What? Oh, is this Doom Train?
All citizens, please proceed to emergency shelter. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelter. The Doom Train is approaching. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters.
It is.
The Doom Train. Wasn't that one of Lindblom's weapons of war? You know of it. I've never seen it myself, but according to Zelenia, it was an armored vehicle used to transport war beasts to the front. In order to prevent them from running wild ere their deployment, a powerful arcane entity was housed in the engine.
Okay.
The end of the war didn't slow it one bit. Quite the contrary. Fueled by lightning ether, it's been speeding across the continent ever since. The Doom Train and its beasts bring death and destruction everywhere it goes. It's a veritable calamity on rails. It passed near Treno some years ago, claiming many lives, including our parents. I must go and repair the barrier as swiftly as possible. Without it, we haven't got a chance.
You can't be serious! You'll never finish in time, and you'll be right in its path.
I have to try. For Treno.
Yane, no!
It seems my services are required once more.
I'll go with you. Perhaps my knowledge of Electrope will be of use.
I wish I were a fighter like you two. Keep her safe, will you? Please?
Don't worry, buddy. I'm sure we will be going as well. And the Warrior of Light never fails.
While destroying the Doom Train would be preferable, we should seek to delay its advance at the very least.
You can't be thinking of fighting it head-on. That's madness.
Nah, it's normal for us, buddy. Trust me, we can. Well, now I have to do it.
If your mind is made up, there may be a way. There's a freight depot not far from us. We can use the train that's stopped there.
Raha mentioned that before, did he not?
The Doom Train will have to pass through the depot to reach Treno. And since the evacuation alert was only just triggered, we might be able to reach it first.
So we commandeer this freight train, match our speed to the enemy's, and use it as a platform from which we launch a sustained counteroffensive. Is that your proposal?
Let's do it!
It'd be better than trying to smash the bloody thing before it runs us all over. And if it might save Yane, I'll do whatever it takes.
Alright, buddy. For
Let me drive
family?
the train. That will leave you free to concentrate on the fight.
For family, I'll do what I must.
I need to grab a few things. Meet me by the gate.
Alright. Bring the webcam back? Stola, what do you have to say? Well, it is not in our nature to stand idle at a time like this. We should first consider how best to apply our individual skills. If anyone can stop a speeding weapon of war, it is Arilith, but we must also recognize the threat posed by its company of beasts. If its influence is so powerful that even as it barrels ahead, enthralled creatures continue to follow it, then the train may well gather additional minions as it draws near. There is no telling how many will charge Treno's gate, so we should prepare for the worst. Perhaps Y'shtola and I ought to remain on guard here. I'm inclined to agree. Arilith, while you remove the head of this metal serpent, we will attend to the defense of the city. Among other things, we must do what we can to ensure the citizens get to shelter before the fighting begins. Godspeed. Godspeed, Pilgrim. Now, did I not get a single item from that dungeon? Nope. No, I did not. The Data Quarter. Le toll! Quick, how many coins have you got? Toss them all in! We could use all the luck we can get! Cargo operator. We really could have gone without a Doom Train attack today. Right, the place we're heading is the Bentini Depot. Although Trino has its own railway station, our assailants from earlier left it in need of significant repairs. Thus, we'll be taking a hover cargo. My friend here has volunteered for the mission, and yes, I did explain the dangers. The cargo's equipped with a portable barrier, and frankly, I'm great at my job. I guarantee our safety during the ride. What happens once we get to Bentini, well, that's your problem. It certainly is. Let me know when you're ready to move out. Oh, it'll be soon. It will be soon. Let's grab direct hit. All right. Where we call home. Ready? Then our fearless operator will help you aboard. We make for Bentini with all haste. We'll have us there in a flash. Do keep any limbs you're attached to and would like to remain attached to inside the vehicle. Travel to the Bentini Depot. All right.
This is it. You'll be riding that flat car at the rear of the train. I'll be all the way at the front, pushing her as fast as she can go. The Doom Train moves at breakneck speed. If we're too slow, it'll plow right through us. Speaking of which, we'd best get underway before it does just that.
All right, I'm ready.
Don't forget you're fighting for Ayane. For all of Treno.
Bro, I just met you guys. And if anything were to happen to you, this is going straight to YouTube. Hell on Rails now accessible. Using our onboard systems, I should be able to monitor you from the locomotive and you'll be able to hear me. Let's get rid of Mistwake though. Okay. Now while it does that, I'm gonna try and do my, whatchamacallums real quick. My whatchamacallums. My submarines. If this takes longer than that to do, well. Or if it takes longer than that to get in, I'll pause the video, YouTube, and you'll pick up right back in. Okay, deploy, skip, deploy, repair, deploy. I want to at least get the 3 that like are my actual money-making routes right now. Okay, now we can do this one. Redeploy. Actually, I don't think I want to redeploy necessarily. I want to keep the Talon because we didn't get the Somehow that is shorter. Alright, that works for me. Stop it! I just saw that it puts the letter next to the thing now. That's huge, actually. That's huge. Okay, but until we get into the thing, YouTube, I'll see you in a second. Alright, YouTube, we're back with the trial. The Mist Continent, Hell on Rails. Siege Engine, the Doom Train. One of the coolest summons, I think, from Final Fantasy VIII.
in there! You're still on board, right? Ethereal! Art?
Sorry, I was so focused on that fight. That was so much fun. There was so much going on. Woo! I forgot to talk for like the entirety of that thing. Let me give you. Woo! That was nuts.
Phew. No more adventures, thank you. That was enough bravery for a lifetime. But we did it! We stopped the Doom Train. Well, mostly you did. Before we can celebrate, though, we need to make sure Treno's secure. As I feared, stray beasts to the south. I've lost track of how many times I've asked you for help, but I need your help again.
No worries, bud. I got you. Oh, it's an instance. Let's do this. I have to believe that Ayane will be safe with your comrades while we attend to matters some elsewhere. I'll see to the wounded. You try not to join them, all right? Let's do this. Huh! Yeah! A short time earlier. Are we gonna get to play as other? Do we get to play as other people? Do I get to play as what's her name? Kryl? Oh no!
No!
Can you stand?
Yes! Thank you so much. There were others being attacked over by the canal. Could you possibly...
Of course, I'll go right away. The rest of you should get to the town hall.
Let me play as Kryl. Let me play as Kryl. As a Pictomancer. But like the simplified version.
Anyone behind. I won't.
Let's go. Yeah. Okay.
Best make sure the evacuation route is clear first.
Okay, so let's see. This is our... Stores own HP, deals magic damage 3 times in succession to all nearby enemies. Potency in area of effect will increase with each successive attack. Okay, so I could go... Okay, fire and red's a single target. Let me see fire 2 in red. Is that going to be AoE? Okay, so that's AoE.
Done. Now to aid those people by the canal.
Alright, this is pretty easy. Although, actually... I always go... AoE's there, single targets there. We'll make our cure... We'll keep our cure there. That's fine. Oh, not this way. Not on my watch! That's what somebody said. I got you, buddy.
Help is on the way!
Rescue citizens! That's cool. So scared who, Mimi? My thanks. What's incredible magic?
Stragglers.
Yes, Kral, you're right. I want to be able to do the little ride the paintbrush thing though that Pictomancers get, because it's awesome. Shocked citizen. I was so scared I couldn't even move. Silly, isn't it? My wife and I will be making for town hall straight away. You have my word on that. If you're determined to check on everyone, I won't complain, but do be careful.
That breeze is awfully warm. Oh no!
Our home!
It's really on fire! I noticed! Bring water!
The fire.
Nixie motif?
To take a leaf out of Y'shtola's book.
That's funny. What sort of magic was that? I've never seen the like. Priorities. Yes, I'm going to run away and we can talk about it later. It was you that put that fire out. How will I ever thank you? Now that we know it won't be spreading any further, we can take all shelter. We can all take shelter until this is over.
I hope that was the worst of it. Somebody help! A voice further out.
Find the source of the screams. Okay. Oh no. Oh, I wasted that.
Make for shelter.
It's an AoE centered on me, not on the enemies. It's an excellent question, Kryl. But I think that's it.
Is that all of them?
Ooh, a behemoth!
A behemoth!
It's like I wrote the script! Warrior of Light steps in. Or Stola. Or Raha. It's Stola! I know that dress anywhere.
Oh.
Using an astrologian ability.
Rather close.
Who do you think we play as? Do we play as Sphene or Stola? We're gonna play as Arilith is what we're gonna play as. Raha, put your sword and shield away and go to black
Ayana has
magic.
finished the repairs. We need only hold the line until the barrier is in place.
And hold the line we will, together.
In the coming battle, you will fight as Arilith. Well, let me stance up then. Here we go.
I can still fight. I can.
I have no doubt.
I screwed up. Oh! It's fine, I'll eat it. I am a tank after all.
Thunderheads!
Keep away from the clouds. If I never see another storm.
What, Cryle?
Nowhere is safe with so many of them.
Some friendly winds, if you please.
Nice. I wasn't sure how far it was gonna go, so I didn't want to like stand there and
How fortunate
eat a
that
mechanic.
bird made such an impression.
Raha, you could use reprisal. If you're gonna be my co-tank. Also, what are you doing way out in the middle of nowhere? Dang. Oh no. Oh no! He's using Meteor!
The levin grows more volatile. Something is coming.
Stola, you are talking too normally.
Lightning!
Can we like see the ball lightning?
Y'shtola, Sphene, lend me your strength!
Two of us will disperse these balls of lightning.
Alright, Raha, I got this one. I'll take this side, you take that side.
Just keep the lightning at bay a little longer! Take cover behind the Spriggan!
Oh, this is gonna make my wife so happy. Fantastic.
The tide is turning. Press the attack.
That's what Raha said. Duty complete. Let's go.
I must say, that was an incredible performance.
Remind me never to stand in your way, Kryl. I don't want to say, oh, how you've grown.
Flatterer. What is it?
The barrier is restored. The people of Treno may rest easy once more.
Woo! Yeah, we done did it. Gosh, this has been a fun patch.
The perimeter is clear, everyone. And thanks to our guests, the Doom Train has been destroyed. Last but not least, Ayane's fixed the barrier. We don't need to worry about beasts anymore. This calls for a celebration.
The Doom Train is gone for good.
That's our Ayane.
They're safe. All of them.
She sees it. I'm telling you, somehow she's connected to Kryl.
Arilith? Kryl. Does the name Arilith mean aught to you?
Yes, it does. That would be my mother.
My mother? Did you know her?
Kryl.
I'm sorry, my dear. We should get you patched up before aught else.
No, don't you do that. Who are you to Kryl? Are you a sister? And because of time and different shards and it's all wonky? Are you grandmother? Are you...
Delilah's story and that of the key are one and the same. After you've rested and recovered, I'll tell you the tale.
Okay.
You have no cause to fret, I promise you.
Okay.
While Lummel forgot to give the order, bless him, there's work to be done ere we can celebrate. First and foremost, we must see to any injured. Come and find me at Town Hall when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Without further delay, then.
You needn't mind me. My injuries are far from severe.
Stop it, Kryl. Take the healing.
But your curiosity is another matter, is it not? Your feet will deliver you to Miaili all the swifter if you can actually walk on them.
Okay. My controller died. Hold, please. There we go. Stola. Exhaustion aside, Kryl sustained no injuries you need worry over. To think Miaili knew Kryl's mother, I too am eager to hear the details. After that battle, I think we all required a moment. You had better get some rest too. I mean it. While I would rather not have tumbled to the pavement in front of half the city, I am none the worse for wear thanks to Y'shtola. What of yourself? If you have any hurts, we can tend to them now before we see Miaili. Now, do you all say the same thing still? Yes. Into the mist. Kryl is ready to hear more from Miaili, or is she? Curious, isn't it? I want to know, more than anything, yet part of me is still terrified. But having come so far, I can't turn from the truth now. Everyone is feeling up to it. Let us go and have our answers. I don't know. I don't know what that was, chat. I also don't know why I'm calling you chat. I'm not streaming right now. This is straight to YouTube. I don't know what that was, YouTube. Jump spin, and jump spin. Let's talk to Peep Peep. Pep. Really can't thank you enough for saving us from Doom Train. You should have heard the cheer from Town Hall at Lumil's announcement. Did you hear it? It was pretty loud. Uh-huh. I find myself anxious on Kryl's behalf. While the key is to be the main topic of our conversation, there was no telling what else Miaili might reveal. I had every confidence Lemur would be safe in your company, but it heartens me to see him unharmed nonetheless. It's alright, I'm ready to hear it. Ah, our new friends. Do you know why Grandmother called us here? Both Iane and I neglected to ask. How are you faring? I hope you've recovered from your brush with the Doom Train. Did I hear something about a behemoth? I'm hoping this is voice acted. Like, that would be pretty tough.
Ere I begin my tale, there is something about our family that you need to understand. We are descendants of the Speakers of Eld, and I myself am the latest to inherit the role.
Yeah?
Even as we do our utmost to ensure our people's welfare in our adopted home, it has ever been our duty to find a means to return whence we came.
That would be Kryle's the key.
Our ancestral treasure never did answer our prayers. And that left my elder sister, the previous speaker, mired in doubt. It was then, when she was at her most vulnerable, that preservation reached out to her.
The key is none other than that relic, and it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership.
We've heard this part before, from my parents' memories. My mother was your sister.
Dun dun dun! That means Kryle's her niece.
She was, which makes you an heir to the Speaker's legacy. The last message I received from your parents said that in order to thwart Preservation's design, they must send away both their daughter and the key. I now understand what became of the former. As for the latter, through conversing with your friends, I gleaned with whom it currently resides.
And is it your wish that we give it back?
We Milala are the people of Treno now. Here is where we've put down our roots. The moment Elila relinquished the key, she relinquished our claim to it as well. But be that as it may, my sister gave up not only her life, but her darling daughter to prevent its misuse. It is my duty to ensure that its new bearer is worthy. So, should it answer your call as it never did ours, how would you use the key's power?
To explore worlds yet unknown to us, to save lives and perform other such feats of heroism, I'm still not sure, frankly. To save lives and perform other such feats of heroism.
For some, that might be a self-serving end. But your deeds are proof that I needn't worry. And what's more, there's your friendship with my niece. I dare say that speaks well of your character.
By the by, do you have any records pertaining to the key here in Treno?
Would that we did. But Delilah took everything with her when she joined Preservation. If aught remains, it would be in Alexandria.
And so we find ourselves returned to our original course.
Shale may have made some progress. Perhaps it's time to bring our visit to an end. But by that, I don't mean to say that I don't feel welcome in Treno. You've all been so kind and accommodating. And in many ways, it's my hometown. It's just that, well,
It's all right, my dear. It is true that some feel bound by blood or birthplace, but I don't believe that your parents would have wanted that for you.
I'm glad Kryl is making the decision to come back with us. I was kind of worried.
They devoted their lives to understanding the key so that future generations would not be burdened by it. As we have chosen Treno, so too should you choose the place you call home. A place where you can bloom and grow with fearless joy.
I will.
We must give you a proper send-off, though. Wait for us by the gate, will you?
I think we can at least do that.
A word of caution, Keeper of the Key.
All right, I'm listening.
As you know, it is a relic that has traveled across centuries and worlds, passing through countless hands, oft beckoning to those ruled by ambition or avarice. Indeed, some have wondered if it chooses its master. But I believe differently. I believe that some inexorable force, call it fate, if you will, ushers it from one bearer to the next. Be wary, for fate's regard now falls upon you.
Dang. So what world are we going to in 8.0? Can I ride a mountain here? Have I been able to ride a mountain here the whole time? Meow. Meow. Papa. We'll need to talk to everyone before we leave. Svein. Krya looks like she's just seen the first ray of sunlight on a cloudy day. I'm glad she found what she sought. The Mula and Iane have gone to summon the other Milala we've met from across the city. Can't believe I have living relatives here, and that they make it seem so simple. Maybe it is enough to just be Krya. If the Milala's records were in Preservation's possession, I doubt they ever relinquished them. That knowledge must await us back in Alexandria. Do, 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 do. It's probably going to be voice acted.
Thank you all for everything.
We're the ones who should be thanking you. You fought so many times for us.
Well, you know. It's kind of what we do.
I've tended to the people's immediate hurts, but see that they receive appropriate care as they recover.
I still can't believe you took down the Doom Train. Just like that. You're my hero, truly. And I'm sure Mum and Dad and everyone else we lost will rest easier now that it can never hurt anyone again.
For my part, I cannot thank you enough for supporting my plan for the barrier. Not to mention that we wouldn't even have the electrope to restore it without your aid. I can't wait to see what else we can do now that the mine is back in service. Kryl. O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. Remember that, will you? Whatever shore you choose.
Of course. Those words and our people will always be in my heart.
After so long without her, I had begun to forget what my sister was like. Her face, her voice, fading like the mist. All I could remember clearly was her resolve as we parted for the last time. But now I've seen her again. In you, sweetheart.
That's so adorable and sweet. Oh.
For bringing her back to me. It is a joy to have met you, Kryl.
You too, Aunt Miaili.
Aww.
I know your home lies far from here, but to us you'll always be family. Come and see us once in a while, won't you?
I will. My comrades have found a treatment for Levin sickness, so I'll bring it to Treno as soon as I can.
My, you certainly have no shortage of accomplished friends. We'll await your return, my dear. Life is full of surprises when one lives in hope. Isn't that right, Delilah?
Oh. That is so touching. Once we are back in Solution 9, I should like to relax with a hot cup of tea. If safe and reliable airship travel to Trino were possible, it would cut down on the length and danger of the journey. But we're still in the 9th, it hardly feels like it up here. What a wonder. It still feels a bit like I'm dreaming, but even should I awake, I'll remember it. I'll remember them. On a practical note, I am more certain than ever that Shale's work will yield vital insights into the key. I look forward to speaking with her when we arrive in Solution 9. If you don't mind, might we first make our way to Resolution? Goson will be wondering about my absence. Heavens, yes, I apologize for keeping you from your duties for so long. Think nothing of it. I was more than happy to be a part of your adventure, and Goson will forgive me once I tell him of Trino. Okay, resolution. This is the final part of this quest. We turn it in and we're done. Assuming this follows every other patch thing, where the patch title is the name of the final quest in the line. Goson. First we gotta talk to Sphene. Goson hasn't worn his regulator since his memory was restored. The experience must have affected him deeply. We're back. According to the people of Trino, there are yet other settlements in the 9th. We shall have to seek them out one day. Though we learned little about the Asians, our sojourn was more than worthwhile. Ah, this explains much. I wondered why I had seen neither hide nor hair of your majesty these past days. May I ask where you have been? It's quite a long story. However stalwart your companions, traversing the Mist Continent with no knowledge of what awaited was extraordinarily reckless. That I cannot deny, but it availed us much. We have the opportunity to resume diplomatic relations with a longtime ally. And as I did not, in fact, come to harm, all is well that ends well. Should you feel compelled to go on any other excursions in the future, I expect that you will notify me beforehand. Yes, of course, it was remiss of me. I apologize. Duty's call is most insistent. Nevertheless, whenever you require my aid, please do not hesitate to seek it. You're back. How did it go? Did you find a way down? We did, and we found Trino. Believe it or not. Trino? I've heard the name. Incredible that it's sheltered the Malala all this time. What's more, the mayor was able to share the story of the key from her perspective. She believes that the historical documents pertaining to it are stored in Preservation's archives. They could be. Though our work isn't done yet, we've made progress on the decryption. I was on my way to the containment complex to review the data I pressed the button too fast. In that case, allow me to accompany you. Though it may be incomplete, I should like to review the information available. We'll contact you as soon as we've made some sense of it. Alright, and then there were 3. In the meantime, might I suggest that our warrior of light get a good night's sleep or two? You never know what manner of hellish technology will be after us next. And Kryl, I assume you'll be wanting to familiarize yourself with the care and feeding of porksies? Indeed. While I am aware of the principles, I was needed elsewhere when the others were treating the Levin afflicted. I shall have to ask his Stola to instruct me. 'Tis the least I can do for my family. I intend to visit them whenever possible, but my home will always be here in the Source. There's nowhere I'd rather be. Earlier, in Trino.
Now, there is much to be done. With access to the mine restored, I'd like to explore methods to expand our food production systems. I look forward to your insights.
She's not gonna have an Asian talking to her, is she? That would suck. Okay, who are you?
Oh, my poor heart. I only meant to steal a glimpse while we were in the area. But our eyes definitely met, didn't they? Oh, that's not ideal. Such fearsome instincts to perceive me as a threat in an instant. But I shouldn't be surprised. It's the Source's vaunted hero, after all.
Halmarut!
Oh, dear me!
Okay.
Oh.
One need hardly be the warrior of light to notice you. You're far from subtle. As if the horns and scales weren't enough, you insist upon dressing for another century. Those clothes must be as old as I am. Where is your robe?
Halmarut is an Asian.
You mean the robe that practically announces me as an Asian? Not that I don't intend to reveal that detail, but it will be at a time of my choosing. Besides, if one of us can't help but draw the eye, it's you. Oh, Calyx, how you've grown. Smaller, that is, and surprisingly cute-ish.
Put me down.
I'm intrigued.
Jests aside, we will be departing the 9th all too soon. If you wish to say your goodbyes, I could find you a vessel and mold it to match your preferred presentation.
Don't you dare. I will not debase myself by occupying a living body ever again. And in any case, to travel the rift as you do requires the shedding of one's flesh, does it not?
I apologize if I upset you. your understanding is, in essence, correct. The magics cannot bring a vessel through the rift. Ergo, you must discard it and assume a form of pure ether until you reach the other side. However, that doesn't mean you need discard everything like so much refuse. Using fissures such as this, one can easily send small amounts of matter between reflections. Matter such as your archived memories.
All the more reason to remain as I am. At present, I could pass through a fissure myself. And as this form suffices for surveying the material realm, I see no reason to expend effort searching for a replacement. I wish only to observe. That is enough.
Very well. I shan't press. Nevertheless, odd though you may look, I would encourage you to bid farewell to those to whom you have attachment. For now that you failed, unless our hero changes course, this world is doomed to die.
I had hoped to banish death from their lives. Why should it come to all, whether they will it or no? Why must any accept this burden and grief? It was never about any one person. So no, there are none with whom I would exchange fond farewells. But so long as mankind yet survives, I can hold fast to my faith. That my life's work might again bring someone's salvation.
Hold fast you must, as we press ever onward. For soon it begins, and every world shall tremble. The Winterers must be prepared to outlast the great withering to come.
That's your ominous prediction, is it?
No, it's nature's proclamation. Can't you hear it? It echoes in the silence, left by the will of the star.
Whither blows fate's wandering will, for grey clouds presage winter's chill. Okay. And just like that, we are done with the new MSQ. Thank you so much for watching, YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below and let me know what you thought of this video. And that you can sometimes catch me live at the moment at twitch.tv/CalebGames here, where I stream sporadically because I had twins and it's changed everything. Look out for the raids video probably coming tomorrow. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching and I will see you around. Bye.